it now. Right pocket got euros. Want revenge? Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with...
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
Ready? On first down, Locke. And his first pass is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He's going to waft one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing is Newton. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was going right back to Cooper Kupp, and now it's 2nd down.
53, Mike 53. Great. Coming after you. Slayer.
Newton throwing again. And that'll be caught by Kupp. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
8.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To the air again, Newton. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, Newton. That'll be complete to Breida.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
It's going to be a long day. Rock now.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From just shy of midfield, Locke, left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's got this down to the 35. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Locke's throw caught by Sutton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Locke now already over 100 yards passing in just this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's Locke. That's going to be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try to run with Lindsey. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
20. Check 24. Watch 24. Zoom.
Newton now to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder Trey Waynes. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Locke going to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Throwing now is Locke. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
15 Hey, team 6. Team 6.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 22 yards there, a first down.
Great.
On first and 10, Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Newton's Super Bowl nemesis, Von Miller, in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end?
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The throw complete to Dorsett. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf. Hey, box drop. Go.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. He can't hang.
On the 2.
To throw on third down. Locke. He's going to sling this deep. They've got his man complete. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield.
There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Now Newton on first down. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Will Parks. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Block now to throw. And his pass incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Yeah, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Come on here, come get some. He don't want it. Out.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Block now on 1st down. Being chased out left. Able to locate his running back, open downfield. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point from McManus is good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Throwing on third down, Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did it...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Hey! Like 22, he's coming. Echo. I got one.
From the gun, here's Newton. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game. So you can say an old school approach here is not really benefiting them at this point.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.